I'm Jack today, and for me, hunting's a passion that runs bone deep.
Yep, there you go. You got a pig.
It's about sourcing food,
Yeah, it's a good porker.
hanging with mates, and challenging myself in the wild landscapes of New Zealand. So I'm heading on a roadie to take in some of the best hunting that this country has to offer.
Bang.
So come with me to meet and hunt with the Wild Kai legends. Today on Wild Kai Legends, we're near Blenheim, at the top of the South Island. The surrounds are a hunter's paradise for pigs and deer, but to catch them means traversing hilly terrain that'll seriously test my fitness. This week's mission is all about hunting a pig, or two. We'll be spending 2 days in the wild to score a nice feed of wild pork. Meet this week's legend, Rusty. Born with the heart of a hunter, he was raised in Northland but headed down south to run a private boat. He'll fish, dive, or shoot to score a feed, but wild pigs are his passion. Rusty's got a 2-day hunt plan, and we're up at the crack of dawn to head to the first block before day breaks. Pigs are most active in the late evening and early mornings, but me and Rusty have had a fair few of these early starts together.
So me and the bro Russ, we actually go back a fair way. What would it have been, bro? Like 8
years or so.
8 years? Yeah, bro, we're getting old, man. Our technique's pretty similar because we learned everything off the bro's old man. So it's quite convenient. We all hunt the same, we think the same when we're in the bush. So yeah,
the dogs do the same.
yeah. So hopefully it all goes to plan.
Exactly.
I haven't been up at 5 in the morning for a good six or 8 months kind of deal. So we're going to collar these dogs up and get into it and see how we go pretty much.
Let's do it. Might be a bit of growling to start with.
Yeah, we might have a scrap on our hands.
We're using young dogs to hunt, which is always a challenge, but Rusty has flash hunting collars to track and train them.
Get up. Oh no, that's all right.
The handhelds will let us stay in touch with each other and track our dogs. If they attack the wrong animal, we can send a small electric pulse to discourage them.
They grab things like goats. There's goats and deer and possums and all sorts of bad stuff here. We just want them to catch the pigs and not the bad stuff. So if they look like they're going to look at something bad, we just give them a little gentle zap, and it sort of settles them down a little bit, and they usually come back to us, know not to go in and grab that animal. And then when they see a pig, lots of encouragement, and they know, oh, they get pats for that, and they get a bit of a shock for the bad things. And the dogless.
So the bro knows how to drive these a bit better than me.
The new contraptions.
I can read them, and I know where the dog is. I just don't know how to get the dog onto the thing. You can message and stuff on them too.
Yeah, you can send little texts and all sorts. There's technology.
Like a little combo?
Send text messages to each other and love notes, whatever you want to do. Revolutionised pig hunting, isn't it? So we're good.
We did a few lessons today.
We're locked in.
Sweet.
One small walk for Rusty, one giant hike for me. It's hard, hilly country down these ways, and I've been laid up for a while after a bit of surgery on me hips. I'm going to struggle to keep up with the man goat Rusty.
In a while. So we're going to hike up the rest of this hill, and once we get to the top of that ridge, then we'll pretty much be on our ridge line that takes us along, and then down the other side. We're good. It's been a little while.
Pigs have excellent hearing and a good sense of smell. The plan is to stay downwind.
So what we'll do, Jack, is we'll just cut up a bit higher, just a bit of a change of plan with the amount of wind we've got coming up. There's a little bit of a flat plateau where they often...
that we want to cut around.
Yeah, often they can sometimes be hanging out there, and because there's been nothing here, who's to say they're not up there? So we'll just cut a little bit higher.
Catch the wind off that.
Another 5-10 minutes up there, and then we can make our way down just...
There.
Angle.
It's all about the angle.
You might have noticed we're carrying guns. Even if you're sticking pigs, it's a good idea to carry one. For a large pig, you'll need a large gun. For me, it's a 44 gauge Magnum. Smaller calibers like a 22 you have to place your shot, and I'm not that good at shot.
Quite a good mark here on the gamey. Looks quite fresh too. Hasn't had any rain or the dirt's not really. It's quite fresh by the looks. So
It's a good size hoof mark. A wild boar can weigh up to 220 pounds and is a seriously dangerous animal. Strength, razor-sharp tusks, and a bad attitude can turn a hunting trip into a hospital visit in a split second.
Yep.
But even a sow with piglets can give you grief. No pig's a safe pig.
Well, there's some pigs down low here, and one of the dogs is just about there. So what we'll do is we'll just keep a couple of dogs on the rope, and if they put them up, we might actually run around and try and cut them off. So yeah, there's our pigs breaking out there. Look. So we'll get up and around. We'll get a bit of a move on. Come on, boys, cameraman.
This is where most hunting injuries occur, on the chase. With the adrenaline rushing, mistakes get made. The key is taking your time and keeping an eye on where you're going.
Yep,
There
you
you
got
go,
one.
pig. Can you
You
hear
got a
us,
pig.
And the other two will be there soon.
Yeah.
The dogs have got our boar held, which means it's safe enough for Rusty to take control and give me a chance to get into a good position to stick the pig. A quick, humane kill is what every hunter aims for.
Yeah.
Come here, bro. Good man.
And a little GSA on your second
man.
pig straight in.
Good boy, bro.
Good boy.
Good boy, Tawa. Good boy.
Good boy, Dougie.
Boy.
He's a
Beauty, good little leader ball.
leader boy.
I'm actually quite glad we didn't get the sow with
Yeah.
all those little ones, bro. Little hooks on them.
Yeah, little jaw on him. So pretty stoked for the young dogs.
And beauty.
Too much, bro. He's very mature for his size. Only 60, 70 pounds, but he's quite mature. Now just got to get him out of here, I guess. Yeah.
Yes!
She's all me, I think.
Oh, I'll get the flats at the top. Once you get to the top, I'll take it over.
Yeah.
I'll take it back to the top. Work it. Good man. You Kitia here, porker, bro. Got one in the bag, found a ball.
Yeah. Big choice.
To go now, clean her up, carry her out.
We'll gut him out now and just whip out the guts and throat and all that and clean him up, lighten him up for Jack. Got a bit of a hikoi out of here and we'll pack him out, have a couple of turns each.
Even with a pig on his back, old mountain man Russ has got me beat on these hills.
Come on, Jack. I want to beat you up there, mate.
Hope I can keep up tomorrow. Hunting pigs in Blenheim with my mate the goat man Rusty has made me realise just how unfit I really am. There's been a lot of walking, but we've got what we're after.
Yep, you got one. You got a pig.
And the other two will be there soon.
But we're not done yet. Day 2, and it's another early start. This time, we're heading out to a block only accessible by water. I've got to say, it's not a bad way to start the day. My body's starting to hurt, but I'll do my best to keep up. Docked up, we're heading into dense native bush and the landscape looks demanding. Old goat man Rusty's got that southern man fitness. As for me, well, let's just say I'm a work in progress. The sprawling southern blocks can be disorientating for the uninitiated. And though we've got GPS, anything can happen in the bush. Russ sets up a meeting place for the crew.
Just remember this track for on the way back. If we get split up, just remember. So if we end up down with a pig or something, for whatever reason you've got to come back, just walk the track all the way back to here. And if you get up, you can only go so far and you've got to go down here. So when I get up to the next point where there's commonly a common place to find the pigs and get go from there. Yeah, it's not too far, about 100 metres up here.
breaking a few branches in the clearings is a good way of knowing you're in the right place. It doesn't take long to find some sign. We're getting close, and the damage feral pigs can do is pretty obvious. The extent of their rooting can be severe and can do real harm to the forest ecosystem.
Oh, just with the width of his mark here, it's quite a decent size print. So I mean, pigs can have big feet, little feet, and you never know. But you like to think you can have a bit of a guess. But yeah, it's a good looking ball mark anyway. So this is a little bit fresher than that, but up there, so might mean he's living, coming to and fro, you know, in the area. But we'll just go down a bit further.
We keep tracking, and the sign keeps getting fresher.
The dogs have trekked off through this little gamey and they're out 140, 150.
You can actually see his mark down there
Yeah,
too.
they're actually like not straight line, they're going up, down, darting around, they're tracking, working. We'll just be patient.
That was the boar, I think. That was the boar. Your girl's over here. Should I get my gun ready, bro, for this game? That's the pig, that's the pig. That was the boar, if you heard that big grunt. He seems to be sitting up here. Maybe the dogs have backtracked on his scent. Come.
A boar close enough to hear. Guns ready, he sounds big.
Yes. This gully is actually quite big, so you could walk straight past them.
Yeah, right.
If we don't give them enough time, especially the younger
Yeah,
dogs.
dogs give them time to work it out.
Yeah, because it's like a 400 or 500 metre down.
Pigs are tough buggers and have tracks running through dense scrub that are too hard for hunters and dogs to get through. And this boar's given our young dogs the runaround. He's a clever animal, and this time he's gotten away.
In the open, the dogs can run down a pig, but in the thick stuff, you see the pig just bashes through it. The dogs kind of pick their way through it a bit, so if it's all full of rubbish, the pig will burn on. But once you get into this kind of stuff, open pines, generally they can catch up. But you know, that didn't work out. Maybe he just stayed in the rubbish the whole way over because he knew. Unless you walk his track and follow his print, we won't know. But we know he's gone.
With the boar gone and the dogs tired, I'm losing hope of coming home with a pig today. There's one chance left, and it means climbing higher, up to the ridgeline that juts 500 metres above the beautiful waters below us. It's not going to be easy though. These hills have gotten the better of me, and Rusty's barely broken a sweat. Must be time for a nice cool cup of harden the f up.
Mate, I can tell you've been out for a while, mate.
No, we're all right.
We hit the ridgeline, and there's still no sign of our pig. I'm ready to give up, but Rusty keeps going. But just as I'm about to suggest we turn around and head back down, the dogs seem to be onto something. And I've got just enough energy to keep pace with Rusty.
I could hear them crashing around. The pig?
It looks like our luck's changed. Pig on.
We said there'd be a pig here.
Because that looks like
This is that big fella's routine, Jack.
Good dogs. Usually we probably try to let a sow like that in this particular block go to keep reproducing, but by the time we got off that ledge and down this hill,
A little bit damaged,
back end's been a bit chewed up. So
Good dogs.
best thing to do is probably, like we just did, stick her and take her back and get what meat we can off her, rather than
Good dogs.
her trying to survive after having her back end chewed up. So
That's a good result for the young dogs again.
yeah, another one.
Very nice, yeah, and we actually still got a bit of hunting to do after this anyway,
Yep. Chuck that on our back and hunt
Yeah.
our way back to the boat even, eh?
so so I'm happy as.
a winner.
As usual, as a sign of respect, we hand over the heart of the animal we've killed to Tane, the god of the forest. So, we've achieved our goal. 2 pigs in 2 days. All that's left is to carry this pig out of here, and as weary as I am, I've got to do the right thing. Another beautiful day, in another beautiful part of New Zealand. Thanks for the trip, Rusty.
Jesse, get in here.
2 days of hunting and 2 kills, a boar and a sow. Can't complain about that. Mission accomplished. I've stretched my legs on this mission more than I have in a while, and I reckon I've lost a few kg. So it must be time to put on a few. Day 3, and for once I'm glad to not be out in the bush. I'm absolutely buggered after 2 days in the forest. I'm glad to be able to put my feet up and relax in the sun before Rusty and I have to get to work butchering our pigs.
Beauty. So 2 pigs, 2 days. That's a pretty good effort, bro.
Yeah, not
In
too
my
bad,
books
eh?
anyway.
Yeah.
My Northland books.
Yeah, no, it's
Pretty
good.
stoked. So we're going to hang this up, or what's the go?
No, what we'll do is we'll just get that girl up there, and then we'll I usually try and just skin them out on the back of the truck. Here, use a bit of a layers back in the tray bit here.
A bit of a cradle.
Yeah, essentially a cradle, and sit them in it. You can just whip their legs out, all that sort of
true.
jazz.
And keep it all clean.
Yeah, keep it clean, open them out, and then I'll transfer it up and put it on the hook, and then go from there and skin the rest off.
So what do, bro? You go...
Yeah, usually start at the back of the leg here, usually just side to side, up, bring him side out, and then I'll just flip it around and then do the opposite. Try and get a bit crafty on it, so...
Bit of focus.
We'll see how we go.
Old Rusty's a bit of a surgeon when it comes to breaking down a pig, and it all begins with getting that skin off.
And I try and just sort of keep the knife on a flat, you'd say.
The trick is leaving all the meat on with just the right amount of fat.
Do you want me to hold that leg up, bro?
If you like it.
There you go, mate. Teamwork.
Teamwork. I'll grab the heavy end.
They're not the biggest pigs, but we'll get every ounce of meat off them.
What we've decided is, because we only got the 2 pigs, rather than taking all this rib meat off and bagging it up and getting it done into sausages and mince and things like that, we'll probably leave it on there, get our chops, get our spare ribs going, because it's probably not worth... What do you reckon you get off there, bro? Like on the 2 pigs, to take that and off the other one kilo-wise of meat.
15 kilo, I suppose, of boned out meat, maybe a shopping bag full.
That's the whole front end.
Whole front end and another pig.
So really, if it's 2 rib cages, not worth sending to the butcher.
Yeah.
We're doing spare ribs and chops. Front roast.
Yeah, you can double the roasts up, so 2 front roasts and
2 front roasts.
and hocks and all that jazz. So nothing will go to waste, and it's actually meat sweeter to the bone, so it can be quite nice to
leave the bone in.
Yeah, leave the bone in.
Better with the bone in. There's all our cuts for us. Here's our stuff for the dogs. This is the bro's area of expertise, so he's going to whip us up something in the kitchen if that's all good, bro.
I'll try my best.
Our dogs have done well on this trip. 2 pigs in 2 days. Can't argue with that. They deserve a feed. And so do we.
So what have you got for us culinary skill-wise today, my friend?
It's all pretty basic now. I'm a pretty basic fella, so I just like to keep...
basic, bro.
Exactly, so I just like to keep it all pretty civil. And we just bone out the back leg. Flavour profile is a huge one here. So just once again, tortilla pepper and Italian herbs with a bit of oil. So I might get into seasoning and a bit of oil here.
Avocado oil, beautiful.
Avocado, beauty. Just a drizzle of that. Give her a little pat down and 1 finger rub there. Keep it nice and easy. And then we just grab a
It's on fire.
bit of salt. And now I ain't no like that internet fella who went all wild and started getting all techno. Just use your fingers, rolling the fingers as we go. I find letting the wind come outdoors, let the wind do the work.
Carry it across.
Really, really get some good.
Bro, that's a lot of pepper. You like your pepper?
I'm a peppery kind of guy.
You're a peppery kind of guy.
And then we get our wee Greeks here. Once again, using the wind, let those flakes drift. And that's our seasoning. Done. Very simple, very easy, but will be, should be delicious by the end of it. So, grab it like so, and just in one motion, just sort of bang it on there.
So how long you reckon, bro?
Oh,
Till we dive on in?
I'll give it, I'll call it 45 minutes, but we'll, we might take it off in sort of 30 and 35 and have a look, and just let it rest. It's all about letting the meat rest. And then we might put some back steaks on there and we'll be all done. So we'll shut the lid and
Shut her up.
shut her up, and we'll have a bit of clean up and let her do her thing.
Go and have a sleep. Rest my pins.
Sparring asleep. Yeah.
And that's what I call a mean feed. A legendary hunter and a legendary cook. Old Rusty definitely qualifies to call himself a Wild Kai legend.
I've had an absolutely wicked time down here in Marlborough. Cheers very much to the bro, Russ.
No worries, bro. Come on, it's getting cold.
Off had me cool. Dogs did real well. 2 pigs in 2 days. Pretty stoked with that result, fella from Northland like me. But as you heard, Kai's getting cold, so we'll have to catch you next week.
Way.
Come on, boys.
I can tell you've been out for a while, mate. Yep.
There you go, pig. Can you hear it?
Hello, hot.